Assalamualaikum and a very good day to all of you out there. I hope that you are doing well at home, hopefully. So today we are going to continue our lesson, Unit 1, the first topic of grammar. We are going to review the present simple, present continuous, and stative verbs. Let us look at the first one, which is present simple. Okay, the first use of present simple is for general truths and laws of natures. For example, people in this town are nice. The second use of present simple is for facts and permanent situations. For example, the sun rises in the west. We don't say the sun is rising in the west. It sounds weird, isn't it? Another use of present simple is for habits and routines, and often with adverbs of frequency. Let's watch this.
Jim eats the same ham and cheese sandwich every day for lunch.
Now, put on your hard hat and safety vest.
Oh, fun. I get to spend another night in front of our apartment dressed like one of the village people.
You make that joke every 3 months. I still don't get it.
So when we describe our routine or what we do regularly, we use this tense. We often use adverbs of frequency as well as phrases like below. Besides, we use present simple for timetables and programmed events in the future. For instance, our class finishes at 5. Last but not least, present simple is used for reviews, stories, and sports commentaries. For example, in the movie Avatar, a soldier travels to another world where he gets into the body of a blue creature. Now, let us look at the second part, present continuous, and how we are going to use it. The first one is for actions happening at the time of speaking. Let's watch this.
I'm making tea. Would you like a cup?
Hey, Skylar. I'm, cooking dinner. Pot roast.
What are you doing?
Just, moving something upstairs.
So, we can compare this with the use of the present simple. With the present simple, we talk about actions or situations that always happen or are permanent. But with the present continuous, an action is happening right now. Another use of present continuous is for temporary situations. To show, in this video, we can see the sentence, I'm working from home this week. This suggests you usually work from somewhere else, but this week in particular, you are working from home. Next, we use present continuous for action which is done for the duration of certain time or another period of time, plan or arrangement in the future. For example, I'm studying for an exam. Okay, another example. Let's watch this.
What can I get for you today? Chemistry, quantum mechanics, astronomy?
No, nothing fun today. I need to learn how to make a friend.
Oh, honey. You having a hard time adjusting to high school?
I'm having a hard time adjusting to Earth.
Yeah, you and me both.
This woman's living my life. What? She's living my life and she's doing it better than me.
Furthermore, we also use present continuous for changing or developing situations. For example, fortunately, the weather is getting better. Okay, watch this to see another example.
This company is getting younger, faster, more efficient.
Oh, can you believe it, Claire? Our little girl's growing up.
And last but not least, we use present continuous for annoying habits, often with adverbs like always, forever, continuously, etc. When we use this tense with always, we often mean that we are annoyed at someone or something, or that we want to criticize or complain about something. Okay, watch this.
You're always eating my food.
It was my sandwich.
Okay, take note that you can say this in the present simple, which you always eat my food, which depending on your tone could also imply that you are angry. You always eat my food. But if you say it in the present continuous, you'll sound more emphatic.
Don't leave, just try it.
No, we're always doing what you guys want. Just once it'd be nice if you did something we wanted.
Jay's always telling me to write this down.
I don't always catch everything he says. Something, something, firm handshake.
Okay, so we have learned the present simple and present continuous, where to use these two types of tenses. Alright, but sometimes we might get confused, isn't it? Okay, in either of the uses of present simple and present continuous, meaning can change completely. Alright, so now I want to show you example. I work from Monday to Friday, but this month I'm working Saturdays too because it's high season. Okay, if you look at the first part of the sentence, it is in present simple because of the word work. Present simple. And in the second part, okay, this is the second part, it is in present continuous because of the ing form of the verb. So present continuous. So what does this mean? So here in the first part, in the first sentence, it means that it is a regular action, okay, which you work every Monday to Friday. But then when you look at the second sentence, it is in present continuous, you mean that it is a temporary action because of the high season only. So it is temporary. Okay, how about another sentence? Okay, you could also say, I like comedy shows, but now I'm watching The Haunting of Hill House. Okay, so if you look at the first part, like, okay, so this is always true that you like the comedy shows. But then in the second sentence, second part, but now I'm watching The Haunting of Hill House, it means it is true only for now, for the current moment, temporarily. Okay, now look at another sample of video clip.
I play a little guitar myself.
Really?
That's
great.
Yeah.
What kind of music do you play?
Well, like acoustic, folksy stuff, you know. But right now I'm working on a couple of Iron Maiden covers.
Alright, so in the video clip, you can see that she says she plays the guitar, which is always true in present simple. But then she expresses something that she's doing temporarily, which is in present continuous. Okay, in the video, we can see that she says, I'm working on a couple Iron Maiden covers. So this is the present continuous. Here comes the last part of today's lesson, which is stative verbs. Have you ever wondered why you can say, I love you, but then saying, I'm loving you sounds a bit weird? Well, that is called stative verb. So what is stative verb? So stative verbs describe states of not actions, and we do not use them in continuous tenses even when we are describing something that is happening now. So this is special one. We have verbs of the senses, we have verbs of thinking, we have verbs of emotion, and also other verbs. So, what are the examples of verbs of the senses? We have see, we have hear, we have smell, we have taste, feel, look, etc. Example of the sentence: those biscuits smell delicious. We don't say those biscuits are smelling delicious. It does not make It does not make sense. Okay, how about verbs of thinking? We have believe, understand, know, think, remember, etc. Example, Julia remembers her great-grandmother. Alright, we don't say Julia is remembering her great-grandmother. Another verbs is verbs of emotion, where we have love, we have like, we have hate, dislike, enjoy, etc. Example, I love doing the ironing. And other verbs, we have be, we have belong, appear, seem, need, own, with, etc. Example, he appears to be upset about something. Okay, how do we know this? It depends on how you are being exposed to all of these stative verbs. Okay, when you read or when you watch the movies or shows or other things. Alright, so some verbs can be both stative and action verbs. When they are action verbs, we can use them in continuous tenses. Notice the changes in meaning. Okay, let's see. The first one, we have appear. So Justin appears to be. Okay, here it means Justin gives the impression of something. Another example, Shelley is appearing in the school play. So here we use the stative verb as continuous tense, where it gives the meaning of take part in or perform. Alright, next we have be. What is be? Be is verb to be. So verb to be, we have are, we have is, and we have am for present. Alright, so let us look at the example. Mr. Suk is a miserable man. So here we are describing behavior or character of Mr. Suk. Okay, next, as a continuous tense, you are being very unkind. So here is to describe temporary behavior, just for that moment, not his character. Next, we have. Okay, example, do you have any brothers or sisters? So here means you own or possess. Are you having a good time? Is one used as a part of an expression. For example, have a party, have a meal, have a good time, have a bath, have a picnic, etc. Okay, next one, we have look. Okay, so for stative verb, you look cheerful today. So what does this mean? Here, it means you have the appearance that you are cheerful today. Okay, what are you looking at? Okay, here it is an action of watching something. Next, we have see. Okay, see, example. I see it now. It's under the table. So it means that you notice something with your eyes. You see. Oh, now I see what you mean. Okay, I see here means you understand. Next, Mom is seeing her sister tomorrow. Okay, in this context, is see means you meet someone. And last example of see, Jenny is seeing Robert. Okay, here we have different meaning, which Jenny is having a romantic relationship with Robert. Alright, we have taste. This cheese tastes very salty, which means the cheese has particular taste, which is salty. I am tasting the sauce to see if it's okay. So here it is action of tasting. And last one, we have think. Jason thinks he's seen her before. So thinks here means believe or have an opinion. And last one, Paul and Kim are thinking of adopting. So it means it is an action of using your own brain considering something. So I hope you are clear with these examples.
You know, ever since I ran out on Barry at the wedding, I have wondered whether I made the right choice. Now I know.
You have a robust sense of self and are well suited to leadership positions. Characteristics: strength, determination, tenacity.
Yes, I suppose that's accurate.
He's not thinking about you.
No.
I'm thinking about you.
Yeah.
I love it. I love this card.
Task 1. So how about this? Do you have any idea? Tell me. Task 2. For task 2, you are to list down at least 6 sentences of present simple, present continuous, and stative verbs from this video clip. Ready?
Unit 1. Present simple and present continuous. Stative verbs.
Mark Spark and Betty Brain are scientists. Mark is an inventor and Betty is his assistant. Today, Betty and Mark are in their lab. They are working on some experiments.
Mark, what are you making?
I'm making a present for my cousin George. He's coming today for a short visit.
But that's a carton of milk.
It looks like a carton of milk, but it's not. I connect it with my mobile phone, and it becomes a speaker. George loves milk and loves music too.
Why are you wearing a tie? You never wear ties.
I hate ties, but I'm wearing this tie because it's a present from my cousin George.
Mark, what are you cooking?
I'm cooking vegetables.
Vegetables? But you hate vegetables. You always eat meat.
Yes, but cousin George is a vegetarian. He doesn't eat meat.
What are you doing?
I'm putting away my things. There's always a disaster when George comes. Thank goodness he's only staying for dinner. George, nice to see you. This is Betty, my lovely assistant.
Hello, Betty. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, George.
Where can I put my suitcases? I'm staying for a week.
Task 3 and Task 4. You can refer to your textbook, page 9. Answer all questions of exercise 2, 3 and 4 in your exercise book. We are going to discuss the answers during the tutorial class this afternoon. So, I hope with these examples, you are able to identify the present simple, present continuous, and stative verbs. With that, thank you and stay safe.